Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, King Brick Wall, and this will be the WWE Raw review post show. I'm your host, King Brick Wall. Um, yeah, Raw was okay. It was a decent show. Yeah, it was a decent show. Not a really good go home Raw into a major pay per view like SummerSlam. Yeah, you had a lot of good. You had the Demon King that debut, but we already seen him in an NXT debut. But this is debut on his main roster as the Demon King. We had some okay matches. We had some good segments. A segment between Brock Lesnar and Heath Slater. Um, you had Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson as the doctors again, talking about the ringitis. I think that's funny. I think that's really funny. We got to see Jinder Mahal wrestle his first match, come back. We had Seth Rollins call out the Demon King, and we had a fan come in the ring and during the segment when Seth was calling out the Demon King, Finn Balor. And Seth was just like, "What the fuck is it? Who the hell are you? Why the hell are you in this ring? You're not a wrestler. You don't work here. You're just a fan." And I guess they had some there. I guess yeah. There's some kind of thing on this Facebook page called the Spotlight. They have a video showing security taking him out of the building. So that wasn't part of the segment. That was just a Yeah, that was just a fucking, it was just a fan being stupid, I guess. He wanted to be in the ring with Seth Rollins. I don't know why, but hey, that's all up to that. That happened before to Seth Rollins. I remember before he got injured, he had a match. I think it was on Raw, and walking down the aisle, and then you had some fan was walking down with him. It looked like he was in the Shield. How many you guys remember that? I think that was the feud when he was feuding with Brock Lesnar. It was Brock Lesnar. I think it was Brock Lesnar and John Cena match at the Royal Rumble, 2015. It was, I believe. I don't know, but yeah, that's when it was. So, but that, but yeah, anytime a fan gets involved in a match or something, it's kind of funny. So so yeah, that was kind of funny though. But let's get into some matches and give my opinion on the matches. You know what I mean. So let's talk about Russo demanded an apology from Roman Reigns, which Roman Reigns said he was sorry, but whatever. And then he they brought out the commissioner and the GM. Russo said he's not going to get out of this ring, until he brings Stephanie McMahon out here. She said this is unacceptable. So we're gonna have a match. We're gonna have a match between Rusev and Roman Reigns. I guess for whoever wins. I don't know. I guess it's just a pre. I don't know. I was kind of pissed off that was the main event of the show. It's kind of stupid, but what are you gonna do? It's WWE stupid writing half of the fucking time. Um, the first match was Sami Zayn versus Sheamus. Basically, Sheamus called Sami Zayn. He said he's a rip off of me, and Sheamus just destroyed Sami Zayn. I mean, wait. Oh, Sami Zayn won. Sami Zayn won because of Cesaro's distraction. He came out on an apron while while Sheamus was going for the broke kick, and you know he distracted him, and he got hit with the hula kick by Sami Zayn. I mean, yeah, I meant Sami Zayn won. My bad. Yeah, Sami Zayn won with the hula kick. Pretty cool, pretty good match. I sense it's gonna be Sheamus versus Cesaro at SummerSlam. I don't know if that's even announced yet, but that's my intentions. That's just my thought. That's what I think is gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's my thoughts, my opinions. That's what this channel's mainly about. My thoughts and my opinions, what I think about wrestling. And if you guys don't like how I do my videos, you know what? You can just fuck off. Haters are gonna hate. Haters are my motivators. Um, what else we had? Oh, we had the WWE Tag Team Champions, and New Day defeated the Dudley Boys. A lot of you people don't understand why the Dudley Boys are even in the WWE. Some of you don't even understand the wrestling business sometimes. The Dudleys are in the WWE to help the tag team division, to put over tag team, to help out the tag team division so it has a future. Because the tag team division has been lacking in the last couple of years. But since this brand split, I think it's better now. I think it's really good. You got a lot of good tag teams now, so that's kind of cool, you know. And well, this match I want to get out of the way. Nia Jax defeats Rachel, a local wrestler. She's probably from the Indies. I'm not a fan of Nia Jax. Never was. Not even in NXT. She's boring. She like my friend said, she's the great Kali of the women's division, and that's the truth. Is the the great Kali of the women's division. She's still green as hell in that ring. She's not even that good. She's almost like what you call it. She's almost like a fucking Roman Reigns. You know, she's terrible. But during the New Day versus the Dudleys match, the club was on the screen talking about ringitis. It's talking about it threw an egg inside the microwave after they won. It exploded, and then the New Day cut a promo saying, you guys came from Japan. You won multiple time tag team champion in Japan, and you come to WWE and do this stuff. Then they go New Day Rocks. They do their little New Day Rocks thing, and we're not going to see a Big E for a while. Probably at least until after SummerSlam. But don't quote me on this. I heard that Big E might turn heel. He might screw New Day for the tag team titles, cost them the titles, and the club might win them. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. But that's just a rumor. I think they're gonna keep him off TV for a while. I think WWE's giving Big E can give Big E a push first, hopefully for the U.S. title or something. If Roman doesn't win the U.S. title on Sunday, somehow gets screwed, you know. But anyways. Heath Slater confronts Brock Lesnar. Oh my god, this shit was so funny. Heath Slater comes out, interrupts Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's talking about Randy Orton. Talk about that Randy Orton gonna go to Suplex City on Sunday and get his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar. And then here comes out Heath Slater. He's like, I'm the hottest free agent right now on the market. He's like, Paul Heyman, you should sign me. And Heyman said, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing with you. I'm laughing at you. And then he comes up onto the apron. He talks about, he's got to provide for his family, for his kids, for all that. And then Brock Lesnar grabs the mic. He's He's like, I got respect. I understand that. He's like, but but you know what? I don't give a shit about your kids. I was like, holy shit. I was like, damn, are you kidding me? He goes, I don't give a shit about your kids. I'm like, damn, that's the Brock Lesnar. They should let Brock Lesnar talk more to Mike. He's not too bad. I kind of enjoy when he talks to Mike and just talks shit to people. That's Brock Lesnar. He's a shit talker, and he can back it up. And guess what? He brought fucking Heath Slater to Suplex City. He just started suplexing the shit out of him, and then gave him F5. Pretty much that's a what you call it. That's a message to Randy Orton for SummerSlam that he's gonna beat his ass. But yeah, oh my god, that shit was hella funny. Dude, that shit had me cracking. That shit had me rolling for real, for real. Um, it was pretty funny though. Yeah. So what else we have? But that was funny. The next match was Big Cass versus Kevin Owens. Before that, they had Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens backstage. Talking about Big Cass and Enzo, how they're nothing, they're trash, whatever. Um, I like this team of Jericho. It's pretty awesome. Jericho and Kevin Owens, both are really great on the mic. Gold, straight up gold. Great wrestlers too. Very good wrestlers in the ring. Both are Canadian, so it works. It's almost like Edge and Jericho back in the day. It reminds me of, but yeah, it's really good. And then Jericho goes, "How are you a certified G? You weren't certified nowhere. So how the hell are you a certified G?" Man, that had me cracking up. Um, Big Cass defeats Kevin Owens by disqualification because Chris Jericho attacked Big Cass. Um, Enzo was already knocked out, so they just beat the shit out of Big Cass. He was laid out in the ring. He got beat the shit out by them, and that was it. So it's gonna be Enzo and Cass versus Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho Sunday in a tag team match. Should be interesting to watch. Should be interesting to watch, see how they work as a tag team, especially Jericho and Owens. Two of my favorite wrestlers. Jericho was one of my favorite growing up back in the day, especially when he first debuted in WWE. He's the first ever undisputed WWE champion in history. A 9-time Intercontinental champion, a tag team champion. The list just goes on and on. Accolades he's had. He's one of the greatest of all time. He's gonna go into the Hall of Fame when he's done wrestling, whenever that is. Yeah. So the next match was the Shining Stars versus Primetime Players. Yeah, something happened during this match. It was basically Bob Backlund was grabbing, I guess, Titus O'Neil, and then Darren Young hits him by accident. He gets Irish whipped into him by accident, and he hits him off there. And then fucking Titus fucking got pissed off. He got in the ring. He hit him with his finisher, and then he walked off. And your winners were the Shining Stars, defeated Primetime Players. So I'm guessing the feud is still going on between the Primetime Players, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. Yeah, pretty cool. On the next match is Neville versus Jinder Mahal. On the pre-show, Jinder Mahal said, "I'm going to win my match unlike you guys." Yeah, okay, you're still a jobber, Jinder Mahal. Even though you left the WWE, you worked the Indies for a little while. You came back to WWE. You're still a jobber. So Neville defeated Jinder Mahal. Great win for Neville. The next thing was Seth Rollins called out the Demon King. Bad idea. Very bad idea. Bad idea. No. You do not call the Demon King. Trust me. Ask Neville. Neville even told Seth, "You're stupid. You have no clue what you are messing with." He calls out the Demon King, aka Finn Balor. Finn Balor comes out, with Demon Paint, and a lot of people are pissed because they debuted the Paint on Raw instead of SummerSlam. I totally agree with you guys that it should have waited into SummerSlam, but I guess they did it for ratings. I'm guessing they did it for ratings, and I guess because the ratings been down for the last couple weeks because in lack of terrible booking and writing. Because last week Balor wasn't on Raw. A lot of wrestlers weren't on, either SmackDown or Raw. So yeah, he calls out the Demon King. Demon King shows up. He tried to take it. Try to take his cheap shot at him, but doesn't work. They 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 go back and forth. Pretty much, they go back and forth. Trading blows, hitting each other with kicks, and Balor does outside dive and hits him, and that's how it ends. And then you have uh Demon King music playing. I honestly can't wait for this match. This build up is I think this build up been pretty good, especially between Ballard and Seth Rollins. It's crazy. A lot of people didn't think this match was gonna happen so soon. I didn't either. I mean, I guess WWE wants to get some good ratings, because it's SummerSlam. You want to have the biggest matches, in the summer. Um, yeah, I enjoyed that segment. My two favorite segments were Brock Lesnar, Heath Slater, and then the Demon King and Seth Rollins. Really two good segments. But that was crazy. A fan run in the ring before Seth even called him out. He was just like, "What the?" He's looking, "What the hell? What are you doing in the ring?" He's just like, "What the hell are you doing in the ring?" God, dude, that had me cracking up. But that was just funny. Like who does that? Oh yeah, one match I forgot to talk about: Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Golden Truth. Nothing really much to talk about. Um, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson defeat the Golden Truth, and yeah, and the New Day try to get payback for what they did Big E. They try to do that to what's his name, Luke Gallows, but Carl Anderson pulls him out of the ring before they even did it to him before they even put him in the corner to his nuts on the post. But and then the main event was Roman Reigns versus Rusev. I don't know. I didn't think that should have been the main event. I think that should have been should I think that should have been in the middle of the show, not main event. But I guess I understand why they didn't put that in the main event. I mean, in the middle of the show. But to be honest, I didn't think that match was really even that great. Um, Rusev was still doing all the work, and Roman hits one spear and it's over. 1, 2, 3. That's it. So it wasn't really that great a match. It was kind of terrible. Not. It wasn't terrible. It was just boring. Like I don't know. That match was just boring, and they worked like 20, 30 minute match because the main event started at like 10:30, and it was over by 11:05 or something like that, some shit like that. But yeah, Raw. This go home show for SummerSlam Raw. This the Raw before SummerSlam. I gotta say, not the best, not the great, not the best, but it was decent. I mean, I liked Brock Lesnar and Heath Slater segment. I liked Finn Balor and Seth Rollins segment. That was pretty good. Um, I didn't really have a favorite match. To me, all these matches were just like they were over. They I don't know. They weren't really that great. Hmm. I don't know. If I had to choose a match of the night, um, I don't know who to give it to. Though I mean, Big Cass versus Owens was a decent match. Not bad. Sami Zayn versus Sheamus wasn't too bad. It was decent. I thought it was decent. I thought, you know, decent for what it was. If I had to give a rating for Raw overall, I would give it a 5 out of 10. I'm sorry, but Raw wasn't really that great. It could have been better. Look, you had a couple jobber matches, and you had a lot of tag team matches, but a lot of them had to do storylines and just build up and the. I mean, the match I'm really looking forward to SummerSlam from the Raw side. The Raw side is Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins, and then for SmackDown side, I'm really looking that and Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler, and Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton, and then the WWE Tag Team titles. Because I want to see Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson become new WWE Tag Team champions because they deserve it. They've been working their asses off since they came into the WWE, you know. So, oh yeah, and AJ Styles versus John Cena. That should be another good match for SummerSlam. I honestly can't wait for SummerSlam. I think it'll be a good show. That and NXT Takeover should be great too. That should be a good. That should be a good. That should be a good pay per view. You have a lot of good matches in there. Samoa Joe versus Nakamura. You have what's Austin Aries versus No Way Jose. That should be good. And then you got Bobby Roode debuting on the pay per view. His in ring debut. Um, you have the tag team championships, NXT tag team championships. You have the rival versus Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Two amazing four two amazing teams just gonna tear down that house. And then you have Asuka versus Bailey for the NXT Women's Championship. Dude, that should be another good match. It's gonna be hard to pick out what match is gonna stand out the most. Which match is gonna be like the match of the night? You really can't say because most all those matches mostly are all gonna be great. And then you have the debut of this wrestler called Moon. She's gonna be called. It should be cool to see her too. I'll probably do NXT predictions, and probably SummerSlam prediction too. And I'm gonna do a SummerSlam and NXT Takeover review. So yeah, but but yeah, like I said, Raw was decent. A 5 out of 10. So yeah, that was the WWE Raw review. From Raw was from Corpus Christi, Texas. Yeah, it Raw was the debut of the Demon King. So you guys can follow me on Twitter at King Brick Wall. You can like my design pages at Brick Wall Designs on Twitter and Facebook. Yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys later in the next video. Peace out.